Yep. Well, how's it going, JDM crew? As I wait for traffic to move along here, I'll tell you a little bit about this car. For those of you new to the channel, if you're looking for some JDM vehicles, some really crazy classics, or magic spinning triangles like this one, yeah, check out our other videos, or stick around for this RX7 FD3S. Sounds good. I forget what adjustments that they made to this. Took care of the battery earlier, so this is all good. We have a V-mounted radiator and upgraded intercooler, so this is running really well. Not so sure about the transmission. I know this was also updated. Feels like a stage 1 clutch. Nothing too stiff though. We do have a couple of other healthy mods on here. Extra wide tires, which is why you can kind of hear the road noise along with the differential. I'll just cruise along right now so I can tell you more about this car. We do have a good bit of tuning. We got the FCON V. I'm not sure what this tune is set up for, but it is nice and smooth. I am running the AC right now because it's about mid-30s Celsius, in the 90s Fahrenheit. Low humidity, which kind of helps. Otherwise, I'd probably be just dying today. Yeah, actually, it's been pretty nice recently. Hot, but a little drier. Usually it's humid as heck, and you guys in the southeast US or any other areas with plenty of humidity understand it's not the most pleasant thing in the world. You know, you like to eat your air, basically. It's just terrible. But yeah, great weather. AC's nice and cool right now. And as you can see, as I downshift, no troubles here. We do have OEM brakes on this, upgraded suspension. Interior is, well, the panels are stock. I got a red bride seat. You guys can see the red right here. And definitely holds pretty well. I got a couple of additional gauges here. We've got the DEFI exhaust temperature gauge. We've got the water temperature gauge over here from VFC. It's a billion, yeah. HKS EVC right here in the center, right next to my tach, so I can at least see what the boost pressure is digitally. So yeah, we don't have a analog boost gauge. I got a digital one here. We got about 140,000 kilometers on the clock, which with a lot of the mods and stuff that they've done, it's probably a bit less, you know, since they've definitely oh, there we go again. It's only the first time today. Earlier it was just starting up no problem, but yeah, as you can see, started up real quick, killed it on accident. It's also because I'm running the AC though, so I've got to give it a little bit more gas. As you can see, cruising along nicely. That K car took off from the line, so my pride's hurt a little bit, but that's okay. He'll come back later. But just taking it easy though. I would like to open up a little bit more, but traffic's a little bit high, so it is what it is. Exterior's looking really good on here. We do have, I'm not sure the brand of the fenders. And we do have a little vent on the driver's side or the front right headlight. So the pop-up headlight has a vent in there, goes right to where the intake is. And yeah, the temperatures are really good here because we do have upgraded intercooler, and I forget about the radiator, but like everything is just running really good. For as hot as it is, yeah, my temperatures are sitting in the 80s Celsius, so was at like 180 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's definitely keeping the temperatures optimal. Oh, by the way, where you guys are sitting, there is a rear seat, but like with all the other RX-7s that happen to have that, I don't recommend full-size adults going in there. If you're above 5'6", you're going to have a hard time. Or if you just happen to have really long legs. So it's if you got kids. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a super family-friendly car, but it's fun for anybody that rides along, so yeah. My kid happens to be a fan of R33s more than the RX7, but hey, you can't make everybody happy with spinning triangles. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to be here for a little bit. We got a good bit of traffic. But yeah, exterior though, we do have a carbon fiber GT wing in the back, so definitely helps keep this down. We do have canards in the front that are carbon fiber, and rear diffuser down on the bottom in the rear, so we definitely got plenty of aero on here. But yeah, nice black exterior, looks really good, good gloss. On the rear, I'll show you that in a little bit though, because the stock spoiler location, they just have you know, a couple of rubber stoppers in there. So not the cleanest thing, but it looks fine. Matches everything else, you know, in terms of just it's black rubber, and we got a black exterior, so it's not really noticeable. Front hood is still OEM, so it's, you know, it looks stock. So everything just looks really clean about this car. Forget the brand of the wheels. When we get to the exterior walkthrough, I'll show you guys that. But we do have some fatter tires on here, so yeah, it definitely handles really well too with the upgraded suspension, and you know, I've got these wider tires, so definitely with that and the tuning, it's quick. All right, well, we're really close to the warehouse, so let's just fast forward to that and I'll show you guys the exterior and what's going on in the engine bay. Sorry, I don't have the numbers. You can check with our sales team on that, but I'll give these guys some room here. But yeah, everything's opened up really well with the intake and exhaust, so just all around, just a really good sound, and that larger intercooler definitely helps with the intake charge. So yeah, if you guys are looking for numbers, check with our sales team, but let's skip ahead to the exterior walk around and I'll show you around. Well, here we are from the interior. As you can see, the door panel's looking good. OEM seats, OEM carpets, and you can see the FCon Pro down there. And the glove box taken out right now is some of the wiring in there. And you can see dash is looking good. And here we are with our temperature gauge. And this is the exhaust temperature gauge and EVC for the boost. So I'll show you guys the mileage there. There you go, 140,000 right there. 142. So yep. And as you can see, we got a Mazda Speed carbon fiber look shift knob, which it's more like polyurethane, but still pretty solid. OEM handbrake. And here's the bride seat, and I'll remove the plastic so you guys can see what's going on here. So looking good. Just put this plastic back down. As you can see, OEM carpets there. Got a turbo timer, which is disabled right now. I could turn it on, but I had turned it off. I actually ran it to cool down myself, so it's pretty much more manual. As you can see, the rear seats here. Not much room, as you can see. There's your leg room right there. And as you can see, the headliner is looking good. And as you can see, really nice black exterior. You can see the front fenders are different. They are also a little bit wider. So there we go. So definitely wider than stock. As you can see how that goes along with the side skirts there. How much of it was refreshed, I'm not exactly certain, but yeah, the front fenders are obviously not stock. Same with the front bumper, looking really good there. And as I mentioned, the V-mount underneath, you can see with the radiator, there's the condenser and the intercooler, which I'll show you in a second. You got the front canards there, or canards, however you want to say it. Got the aero package here, looking really good. And same with the rear diffuser and exhaust. And the GT wing here is looking really good. Maybe we'll slow it down for some B-roll right there. Just so yeah, looking pretty good there. I'll pop the trunk and the hood so we can have a closer look. I'll close that later. And so yeah, the hydraulics are still working good. See, no hands. And underneath the carpet we got the spare tire here. So it wasn't really used either, so you could still see the original lines on it. And we got an extra socket wrench there for those of you guys missing the 10 mil. We actually have a 10 mil included with this. Lucky day, right? So as you can see, we have the OEM strut bar. And you can see the rear of the bride seat there. And yeah, I actually have to see, it still holds really well. I had to put a good bit of force just to make sure that that goes down properly. So that's in pretty good shape. And here under the hood, got some goodies here. And there we go. We got that Cusco collecting pot there, Fam Speed intercooler. So this one was tuned from Fam Speed. You can see we even have the serial plate right there. So if you guys want additional information, you can check out that. And here's a VIN number. So for those of you guys looking for some additional info, got you covered there. So for the intercooler piping and all that other good stuff, we do have the gritty. We got the Fam Speed HKS on the intake side. So plenty of flow, as you can see here. Decent diameter piping there. And underneath, you saw with the better radiator, better cooling capacity. So I believe that's 2-row. And Cusco strut bar covering over everything else. Got a fresh battery in there. And overall just running real smooth. So, yep, there it is, type rotary with serial number on there. So, all good things to get those magic spinning triangles delivering more magic here. So really smooth throughout the entire RPM range. And the AC was running fine on the way over here, so it was great. So a lot of support on here. But other than the big shiny piping, it is a little bit more subtle, so nothing too flashy. But yeah, in a really good package right here. Well, there you have it, folks. Another fine example of an FD3S. So if you're interested in this or any other vehicles, make sure to hit up our sales team info at JDM-expo.com. Our sales team will be able to give you all the info you need. If you're looking for something else, maybe a little bit less tuned, a little bit more stock, or any condition that you're really looking for, they can definitely scour through all of the listings, check with some of our distributor partners, and even check with some other private sellers that might be selling what you're looking for. So they got you covered. If you need any other information, don't hesitate to ask. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just send your DMs over there. They'll be able to get back to you within about 24 hours. So however you reach out to them, they'll be able to get back to you. So as always, guys, thanks for stopping by, and stay cool if you're in the northern hemisphere, stay warm in the southern hemisphere, wherever you are in the world, heading into the fall or spring. So things should be smoothing out hopefully towards the end of this year, so keep the JDM dreams alive. We got a couple more cars on the way, and we'll be showing them to you here. So as always, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next one.